Hello. Imagine it is 1969 where the music was making a difference and people were working towards doubling that action. Today you're going to learn about hippies, who they are, where you can find them, why they are so important, and what kind of impact they could leave. I feel I'm the best to get this information because I've spent much time researching on hippies due to the interest on their topic and lifestyle. So where can you find a hippie? There's really no specific place as to where you can find a hippie, but a very popular site is The Haight in Ashbury in San Francisco, California. Sherry Caven shared information about The Haight, explaining how the old residents in general see The Haight as having always been a working-class residential district with a liberal and progressive atmosphere. By 1964, the old residents saw The Haight as a district which was, as a composite, a liberal, sometimes a radical, successfully integrated bohemian working-class residential area. Now that I have explained where you can find your local hippie, which is really anywhere, let me move on to my next point, which is what made someone a hippie. Joe Brown shared that hippies preach altruism and mysticism, honesty, joy, and nonviolence. So basically, hippies just wanted a calm and peaceful and spiritual lifestyle. One thing that is associated with hippies are drugs. Brown also shared that many of the weekenders and younger teeny boppers already are into marijuana. Some have gone further and are toying with LSD. The hippies claim that this is because the drugs clear away cobwebs or mental blocks and allow them to know themselves better. After discussing the mindset of a hippie, let me move on to my next point, which is how they affected the world and made a difference. The hippies had different outlooks on life, such as outlooks on politics and religion, that impacted on the future. Timothy Miller shared the hippies were not always students of communal history. Most earlier communes were based on either religion or radical or political and social convictions, and thus had clear ideological centers and strong sense of purpose. They could be very spiritual and express that on a different level than others. In Brown's text, there is a story of a woman who is listening to a Beatles record while smoking marijuana and shares stories about Jesus. He shares she is simplistic, sincere, and happy, a true believer, or so stoned that she talks like one. She talks of the virtues of love, much like a missionary telling pagans of God's love. So in conclusion, hippies are still around today and have been around for decades. They're simply different, open-minded people who care about the world and making a positive impact politically, spiritually, and mentally. They use their voices and books in their mindsets and have helped create different paths. So go find your local hippie